Something gravitational. Something gravitational. Bro, listen. This is not a joking matter, bro. Lack of air or gravitational change. Whether, is what they're talking about with the magnetic pole shifting, whatever. I'm not an expert in this type of stuff. I'm not trying to sound like I'm smart. I don't do my homework on this type of stuff. But as a highly spiritual person, as a chosen one, we know that there's something going on up above in these great awakening times where we never heard this amount of people, constantly saying, look up. People is getting to find out that there's something going on up in the sky, but it's not spy balloons. Are these UAPs, is these UFOs. God continues to call out signs and subliminal messages of the spiritual warfare continue to be seen here on the face of this planet. So you're going to see the unthinkable. You're going to see the most mysterious. But you're going to get interest. But be careful in these airy, bizarre, strange times that we're living in. Be careful. And God is with you. As long as you walk around with God, man, I'm telling you. That's all you need. Some of these pilots know. When you're not hearing that these pilots are getting anxiety mid-flight. Passengers getting anxiety mid-flight. These pilots cutting off the switches. It just don't make no sense. Like, all this wasn't happening before. And you got to sit here and tell us that, bring up history and statistics. Like, it's not a matter of, increase in plane crashes. It's a matter of the suspicion. So you guys can try to cover it up and throw history, as I said, statistics, every time when someone talks about it. But it can't be hidden. It can't be hidden. Another sign of God. Simply another sign of God that they're trying to hide. You guys know what I mean? Listen, bro, it just cannot be done. These people fight against, I told you already, they don't say that they fight against God, but they go against God. They fight against God. It's just another sign of Jesus Christ being around the corner. Y'all see this? Ain't that crazy?